Hey guys, I hope you're doing good. Let's get into tarot. I was getting something about trusting yourself, overcoming self-doubt. Let's see. Messages for this beautiful collective. If you're new here, please subscribe if you want to help me. Comparison. Yeah. This is about understanding that your path is unique and that things that are productive for you are not the same that are productive for other people. You can see someone having all sorts of success and abundance and stuff, but if it's not where you are, it's not where you are. And we want to always remember that we're complete and we're exactly where we're supposed to be. It's not relevant, this comparison, competition. It's really hard because I'm from like the music industry, and I still have this thought that it's impossible to make it, and but weirdly, like, I'm one of the few people that had instant success when I was younger. So I should know better than to think that. But people I let people get into my head and say like, it's just luck, but I know there's something more to it. I'm not saying I'm more talented, because there's so many amazing, talented people. I think it's more about being in your power, manifesting, focusing on what you have to bring to the world and what you want to receive. All that stuff we talk about here. All right. Trust the process. I love tarot. 222. Because the quickest way for someone wouldn't be the quickest way for you. And also, if you're looking for the quick way, you're missing the point. Because this is gonna be my slogan. The process is the point. All right. A fresh start with every sunrise. Keeping that optimism alive. When you're feeling stuck, or your mind is full and charged, and you feel like it's too much, or you're paralyzed by fear, or shake it off, do something else, do something that really inspires you, or like listen to music that you love. It could be the same freaking song, it could be it could be anything. I play piano, it gets me back into the fun side of things, or I walk into nature. Thank you. Sorry, I am a bit sick still. I find comfort and meaning in stillness and rest. This is for me. I've rested for a while. Again, in the same stream of thinking, the most productive way sometimes, a lot of the times, I'd say like 50% of the time, is to rest. That's the most productive thing to do. We are leaving the old ways. We're burning ourselves to the ground, burning ourselves out by trying to accomplish so many things and doing too much because we're comparing ourselves to other people. Get in the groove. There's a rhythm, That's the thing. It's almost like if you're not a musician, I'm sure there's musicians watching because I'm thinking about music a lot, but when you're not a musician, you don't understand that, like, when you learn, let's say, the drums, you're not remembering every hit, there's a rhythm. Like there's a pattern. There's things that put you at ease, put you in, like, make you surf on the wave, you know? So you're gonna get your rhythm. Yeah, okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so to me, that is really like doing one small thing a day that will bring you closer to what you want, what you're trying to manifest, or, you know, this is putting a little seed in the ground, and you don't want to go there and try to see if it's growing, you know, you let it be. Let it be. Trust the process. We're learning also to do like a consistent work, so long term, you know, because I can tell you, like, I've had instant success. Almost. I was working really, really, really hard, but like I lost that because I was still stuck in the rat race, you know, where it was really hard to let go and say like, oh, we're not gonna do that, like I'll say no to this. I couldn't forget that. Like, I was like in my 20s, I was like people pleaser through and through. But, you know, now I see it, I realized how that life wasn't for me. It was just not for me. So and it's not the thing, like music, that's not for me. It's how I was doing it. It wasn't for me at that moment, because I hadn't learned to take care of myself. And this is little rituals, little routine. It's establishing. It's the first step, you know, to establishing a little routine that's gonna make you feel solid, grounded, healthy. Something every day for your body. Let's do something every day for our body, our heart, our mind, and our soul. Okay, Mom. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, to me, because we're talking about hope and fresh start and optimism, and I think it's getting out of that pattern of thinking, what's the point? Because we don't see the result. What's the point? What's the point? And also, like, there's like this kind of there's been this kind of feeling like we don't have what we want, or like defeatist, and maybe just not realizing that we're sitting on abundance. Sorry. So there's that wants to come through. I'm hearing keeping the conversation alive, conversation with yourself. Okay. Oh, okay. Like how do I feel throughout the day? Am I too tired to keep going? What do I need? Do I need a little, like, 10 minutes of piano, or, you know, going for a little walk and coming back? Okay. Whoa, the heart. The heart wants to be healed. Healing under there. Okay. Trust the process. Okay. This is like the juggler. Like, she's two things. Like, she's planning, she's organizing, she's prioritizing. Yeah. And I think that's like someone here is kind of building something long term, because I can see the King of Pentacles. So it's almost like finding the right balance every day. Do a little bit of everything every day, and then just keep going. And you're never bored, because you do. Like, you might have like more than one revenue stream, you know, or thinking about that, creating, like, because I have like music and tarot, like, could be something like that for you. And the heart, it's like we're triggered into, because when we're overworking ourselves, we're kind of like keeping ourselves in the pattern of thinking that it's not like, what's the point, you know? Like, it's not gonna work, or like old wounds that just come up were triggered, you know? Trust the process. King of Pentacles reversed to me is telling me that this is a great manager of resources, time, energy. But to be a great manager, and this is someone who's sitting on riches, like on abundance, like creating abundance, you know, managing it. Could be like a, you know, and I'm like I was saying, like maybe someone with different revenue streams, like building not an empire, but you know what I mean, like your own brand, or like something about managing money and resources. To be great at that, you have to put some of those resources into yourself. Message is clear as day. I find comfort and meaning in stillness and rest. Unless you see value in maintaining this optimism and this healthy lifestyle, or like I'm not trying to like, not saying like, I'm not like making you feel, I don't want to make you feel that like you're not doing enough or whatever. That's the opposite, really. That's the illusion. I'm saying understanding your value. You are enough. What you're doing is enough. It's just you got to get into the rhythm. Like when you learn to juggle. And sometimes you got to drop some stuff, you know? Devil is here. The star came out again. All right, 10 of Wands. Devil is about attachments. So you might be, you know what? I'm feeling like you might be attached to results, the results of something. Like you want to see the results like right away. But this thing you're building is solid. It's reliable. It's a long-term thing. I'm so sorry. So, I need to rest. So, these are also the attachments. This is like being blinded by either money or like anything that what the ego wants, or just fear that it's not gonna work. We're attached to that fear. Interesting. The star is here, coming in strong and bright to tell you about how you are healing by being true to yourself, your authentic self. This is authenticity. This is Aquarius energy. This is the way for you and for no one else. You know, you got to get into your own rhythm, and that means 10 of Wands for you here. If you're watching this is for you because you're putting your energy in this. 10 of Wands reverse is you're ready to delegate, to simplify, to do less. You've learned all the lessons, and you're gonna continuously learn new things, because this is like the student that's learning. But the lesson about authenticity is about trusting that you're enough and you're special and you're shining, and it's important that you shine from being real in yourself, you know? So 10 of Wands, we're letting go of the burden to be perfect, to be, I don't know, to make money, to whatever it is that could be weighing you down. All right. What else? What else? What is the heart, the healing telling us, wanting to tell us? There's a new motivation. 1515. Interesting. 15 is the devil. There's a new motivation. A new start. It feels like an adventure. Because you're healing your heart. And I think that it took you some time to understand that that was an old wound that was keeping you stuck. And it's so refreshing. Now the energy is so, following you. Like, this is fun, you know? It's becoming lighter because it was an illusion, that fear. That fear that things weren't gonna work out. You know, whatever you can believe that makes you feel stuck, or that fear of being seen, really. And you're healing that. And you're determined. I'm feeling that too. Like you're making that choice over and over again. You're determined. I like this. The Knight of Cups is the messenger. It's telling me that you're starting to be kinder to yourself, maybe. Or you're getting a message from someone. Someone's being really kind to you. Or you're just changing how you're speaking to yourself. Getting out of comparison. This is comparison and competition, you see. It's not evil. It's not like, you know, bad. It's just, it was getting in the way of your healing. Oh, and you leading with your heart. And it changes the frequency when you do things with the heart, because it's not for something to happen, you know? It's not, you're doing it because you're building the life that you want. How exciting is that? How crazy. How brave of you, you know? Light worker, starseed, you know? You're leading by being yourself. What do we let go of? What are we letting go of? Letting go of the feeling of not being enough, not being complete, that you need to fix something. Oh my God. Nothing needs to be fixed. I'm saying my God because I'm going from one industry to another. There's toxic patterns everywhere, but like the wellness industry, it's a lot about fixing yourself or changing yourself. And I'm guilty of saying those things sometimes, or like maybe not like that, but you know, forgetting that we're complete right now. We are exactly who we need to be. The essence of us is there. So and also the world to me is, we're letting go of wanting to stay in that old lifestyle or that old life where like we were scared to close a chapter. But it's time. It is time, my love. It is time for something. Yeah, and letting go of like controlling too, because that fear, that stress, that anxiety, 1919, we're letting go of that energy of wondering if it's gonna work and obsessing. Devil could be that. And there was like this fog in the mind where like you couldn't choose and prioritize. Look at that. Lighter energy. This is exactly the fresh start with every sunrise, you know? Look at the sun. This is like beginner's luck. You're starting over, but like in the best sense. Like you're You're starting fresh with a fresh view of life, you know, fresh point of view. And you have luck with you, and you're accompanied, you know, you're with someone is being very loyal to you. You could have a pet, but it could be like someone is loyal in your life. We see the transformation, the butterfly, and he's so light because he's not like carrying a lot. He left everything behind. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna it's more like you're leaving that sense of not being enough. That's the message today, I think. All right, so I want confirmation, validation, activation, because it's all about that. I think these messages, it's about activating those parts of ourselves that need to be reminded, but we're already perfect. I mean, we're already exactly what we're supposed to be. Talons. Trying to grasp. I feel like I'm getting control, but we have to read it because I don't remember. Let's see. Talons. Protection, releasing, allure, charm, danger, grasping, manipulation, control. The key to working through talons is to notice where you might be holding on too tightly to something that's no longer serving you. All right. We're in it. Talons also suggest the presence of harshness and unbridled desires in your life, either on your part or on the part of someone who wants something from you that you can't or shouldn't necessarily give. In some cases, it may mean that you feel as if someone else is in control of you and your life. Be it an actual physical being, a mental or chronic illness, could be anxiety, fear, you know, obsession, addiction, or negative thought patterns. This thing is keeping you from finding freedom and happiness. When you find where the claws are dug into your soul, it's okay to believe, to be optimistic. I think maybe you're someone for a long time that your way to control your, like your disappointment or, is to just say, well, it's not going to work anyway. I'm feeling that. When you find where the claws are dug into your soul, the places where you feel most trapped, you can begin to untangle yourself. If there is something in your life that keeps you from expanding to your fullest potential, and it is possible to release it, do so. If it's something that you cannot release and must learn to accept as part of your reality, again, that thing of like acceptance as who you are, look for new ways to feel in control when you feel most unmoored. Unmoored? You have a great deal of power to choose what you hold onto in your life and what you walk away from. What is holding you hostage? Ooh. Shall we have like a few cards on that? What is keeping you hostage? Look, what is keeping you hostage? What is keeping you hostage? What is your guys trying to... Keeping you hostage is your thoughts. This is one way of thinking. This could be a lack of perspective, having a very short kind of perspective on things. Look at the star just wants to come and tell you that there's so much hope and potential. You are so bright. Your light is needed. That's something I get over and over and over again to anyone I read. Always the same for that kind of message. It's like, and I think if you're here, you're definitely, maybe you don't call yourself that, but definitely like a light worker, or like someone, a healer of some kind, healer of the world, you know. And think about it. Think about the times we're living in. And you decided to come here at this time. I mean, thinking that time is not linear, but your awareness is here. Your awareness is now, right here and right now. So that's because you're supposed to be here and to shine bright exactly as who you are. So I love you. I hope you have a great day, and please subscribe if you haven't, if you're new here. It's just about love here. So all right, take care. Bye.